Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Factorio with the Dytech Mod. Trying to make sure battery production is happening. Let's make sure we have a few lights up here as well. And then one thing I've never considered is, what if we have separate oil systems for each side to the oil industry? Like in my mind there are two sides. You've got the sulfur side, which creates your sulfuric acid and batteries, and then you've got the plastics side, which they're both they require petroleum, and it can be difficult to isolate the petroleum from one system to the other. Like the pipes, it's annoying trying to split it properly. I'm really not liking the fact that these things don't have power. But overall, the factory's doing pretty well. We're making lots of iron, averaging roughly 1,000 a minute. Not as much copper, but we don't need that much copper yet. As I say that, of course, battery production doesn't have any copper. So let's give that battery supply more than it can really ever handle. And of course I have thousands of, maybe not thousands, but 700 gears in my inventory for reasons. So we'll throw that in there, we'll throw some of that in there. Again, I'm carrying around all kinds of walls for no reason. Probably don't really need to worry about it being attacked to the north, but for good measure, why don't we maybe build a wall up here? And this will be where we start using lasers for the first time. Hey, what do you know? I don't actually have any wood. And it's time, I think, to start using big electric poles as well. In fact, why don't we, instead of really like trying to make this like a line, we'll start transitioning into more of a outpost type thing with a big electric pole in the center and then 8 lasers. That's the way I normally design them these days. I also like to have some lights on it. Doesn't need to have too many, but I guess 4 isn't really that crazy. Or is there a better way that we can do this that maybe I could take 2 off there and we could end up with 10 lasers? Not symmetrical though. Well, it is symmetrical, but diagonally. Is that acceptable? Is that acceptable to you? No, not that many lights. We need more lasers. Normally I would do 8 lasers. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do 10 lasers, 2 lights. That's just a nice even number, 10 lasers. Of course 8 is an even number too, but this way I can kind of rotate when I make this into a design, a blueprint. I can rotate it and kind of have a direction that it faces, Like to me, these face these 2 directions. Like it actually should face the other way. No, that's not true. It's the opposite. Got more lasers. Whatever, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm going to do. That's the little design. We just finished combat robotics. Let's get robot follower count. Let's start getting some follower robots. And let's go ahead and build a wall around this little outpost right there. We can leave that one. It's not hurting anything, and I'm trying to get rid of some of these walls, in fact. And then other than that, we'll just connect this in somewhere. Maybe as far out of sight as I can. Is that stone? Why is there stone there? That's just weird. Okay, you can connect in right there. Alright, so our lasers are powered to the north. Very nice. We've got a tub of lubricant. Now, I'm tempted to use the liquid station to box up the lubricant and then have it brought via robot to the locations that use lubricant. I just feel like that would be so much better than trying to build this big industry around it. But we'll see. We'll see if we end up doing that or not. And this is a little bit too much maintenance for me, so I think we need to establish the outputs. Assuming that this was an electric furnace, we wouldn't have any issue. This side is definitely the one to steal iron from whenever I can, because I need more furnaces to process it into steel. Why am I picking up all this steel anyway? Here, you hold the steel for me. Just make lots of bullets. Bullets are good, right? I know that bullets are used in distraction mod, the defender capsules, so... And defender capsules get used in other capsules, so there's like no real harm. Oh hey, that's interesting. Seem to be having a fuel shortage. That's not good. Oh hey, speak of the devil, we're totally out of fuel now. Okay, well... I'm thinking we need to reverse the fuel line and then just tie in some solid fuel. We'll use solid fuel to power electricity, but then at the same time... Sure, why not? Pollution cleaning modules, let's learn that. But then we'll use coal for plastics. As long as we have oil, I think we'll be okay. I might just need to get a little setup over on this area. Or maybe not. What am I looking for? I'm looking for chemical plants, which require steel, of course. What's under attack? A wall? Don't care. Alright, give me some more chemical plants. I just don't think that this is going to be enough solid fuel. You know, I'll need probably 3 or probably 4 solid fuel things to keep up with the power situation. So we could be running into an electrical shortage soon. For right now, we're okay. We can handle, what, each one of these is 10 long, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20 megawatts max. But it's not a good idea to risk a power outage, I think. So, okay. While we're making these... that's not ideal. It should be a little bit further apart. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in a row in like this. I could make it a line. And then we could use a combination of half output and regular output inserters to load the line equally. But I kind of like the look of parallel connected at the top. Okay, I'm just researching whatever shows up in the list, really. Actually, we'll put an inserter there, and then if we need to extend it, we can do so. And if that's the case, then I actually want the connection junction to be at the bottom. That way we have room to expand north. And there is one problem with putting the power there, and that's where the track is supposed to go. But that one will work. See how slow those things moved in? I feel like we might be running into some issues with power already. Yeah, we are. Electricity's low. Alright, well, it's time to get this fuel connected. Quick as I can. Let's get you... I need the light oil attachment somewhere. This can go north. If we had another one of these guys here, that would be okay, but Where can I tie in? Is there any way that I can... Well, there sure is. It really shouldn't be that hard. You can just go like that. Then back over. Except that I don't want it to merge there. I want it to merge from, like, well on the side. Let's just do pipe all the way up. Alright. So now we can make fuel. Make fuel? Good. Making fuel. And the only drawback to this is that we're gonna have a total blackout soon. Ugh. Nasty. He says as he goes to pick up transport belt, because that's clearly the most important thing to do right now, is to make sure that it looks pretty. Having to reverse this is really silly. But just taking it all apart seems simpler to me than trying to figure it out as I go. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't line up perfectly with kind of what I'd like. I think I will just move back that splitter to about here. And we'll do the corner bit there. We'll merge you in over here, which means we don't need the underground belt. This can continue. And now fuel comes down. Where's the underground belt at? There we go. We do need a splitter, so the first... Now, you see, the problem with this is that this is going to prioritize the fuel for these things instead of the fuel for down there. I don't like that at all. Ugh. No, it's got to be the other way. It's got to be this way. Darn it. Everything I just took apart was wrong. That was a mistake. Oh man, there's still one more? Really? I do need these to merge, but... we'll find a way to make it work. So you're going to come up to here. And then you're supposed to merge in over there. Oh, I just need more underground belt. Made everything more complicated without actually making anything any simpler. Which makes perfect sense, trust me. So, even though I don't like it, that means that, okay. That is fuel, goes there, that's fine. That's fuel. That's fuel. Primary fuel needs to come in down here. So I just need to find a way to get the fuel from up there all the way down there, and it'll just have to do a little loop-de-loop to prioritize it the right way. So we need a bunch more underground belt. We'll try to make it symmetrical when possible. Or not symmetrical, it's the wrong term. Just, you know, pretty. And, yeah, I think we just have to use some fast track here and here and here. Just gotta wrap around. That is the proper way to prioritize it, into the electrical system first, and then, and only then do we process metal. So hopefully that will be enough, just that one little bit, to jumpstart the whole system. Maybe not, though. Depends on if these are going to get priority over anything else. But I know there should still be some that was made over here that I can grab, and we'll kind of get it jump-started a little bit. I do feel like I'm kind of low on transport belt. This whole thing is kind of superfluous anymore. Alright, cool. Well, it is working again. It took a while to get there, kind of silly. We should be seeing science happen. We should be seeing electrical demand start to come back. Alright, fine. I'll throw some more coal in. And if I can just get a couple seconds of full power, I think... Oh man, that's only getting 2.5 megawatts. I think that the solid fuel production from 4 should be enough. Really, it should. Let's just think about this. So, 50% goes down to the primary assembly. Of the 50% that comes out, 25% of the total amount goes down to the second assembly. Maybe there's a better way that we can... I'd rather it be like 50% and then 37.5%, and just have an eighth going off in that direction, but I'm limited on space here now. Unless... if we did this. Of this that comes out, half of it goes just direct into this system. That's normal. Of this, half of it goes into that, and the other half goes into there. That should work. That's exactly what that does. An eighth. 1/8 priority. 7/8 priority goes to electric. And only a small amount will actually make it out there. That should work. Okay. If that's not enough, then I'm going to be really disappointed in the ability to make solid fuel. But I really need to be very careful about not running out of oil if this is going to be what powers the whole factory. Almost as careful about not running out of coal. Oops. So, alright, well, I'm going to take a break here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I will see you soon.